working on lesson 7-2, so we're going to be dividing. So now we're going to be looking at fractions, okay? And so instead of them being side by side where we add them up, now we've got one on top of the other. We're going to divide. So now if you're side by side and you add, what do you think you're going to do to the exponents when we're dividing?
Divided.
We're going to what?
Multiply.
Subtract them. That's right. We're going to subtract, okay? So we're going to be subtracting exponents today, okay? So if I look here, 7 minus 6. 1. Okay, so we've got x. Oh, x. We can put to the first if you want, but you don't really need to put to the first power. And then y to the
9.
Very good. Y to the 9. 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay? That's it on this first one. Okay? So now take 5 seconds and do number 2 real quick. All right, Ellie, what do you think the answer should be here on number 2?
A to the 4th, B to the 5th.
Very good. A to the 4th, B to the 5th. Again, if you need to put a 1 there, put a 1 here. 5 minus 1 is 4. 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay? Now, number 3 here, do not be concerned whether it's a variable or a number. Okay? What a lot of people want to do on this is cross this out and call it 1 to the 9th. And that's not what we do. We didn't change these a's to a 1, so we're not going to change the numbers to a 1. You keep the base the same. So how many a's do I have? That's what we're looking at here. So in this case, how many 4s do I have?
4 to the 9th.
4 to the 9th. Okay, 12 minus 3 is 9. So this is saying 4 to the 9th. So again, I don't care if it's a letter or a number. Keep the base, subtract the exponents. Okay? All right, so take a second, write down what you think the answer for number 4 should be here. All right, Tatiana, what'd you get there? 3 to the 5th. Nice job. 13 minus 8 is 5. All right, does anybody have a question on 1 through 4? Okay, so now, on number 5, now we're going to kind of put some things together. Okay? Keep in mind, I'm not teaching about those front numbers, okay? So 2/10 has the same rules it's always had. You reduce your fraction. The only thing I'm teaching about is the a's here and the little exponents. And what do we do with that? Well, that we subtract, okay? So what will 2/10, raise your hand please, what will 2/10 reduce to? Ben? 1/5, okay, negative? 1/5, right? So the front 2/10 reduces to 1/5. Okay? So now I must subtract my a's. So how many a's do I have left over? Okay, I'm hearing -5 because you're taking 3 minus 8 and calling it -5. Now some people would have just said, well, this is 5. Okay, it doesn't really matter. All I want to know is how many is left over. I don't care positive, negative, that doesn't matter to us. All we want to know is how many is left over. We have 5 a's left over. So then the question becomes, where do you put it? Top or bottom, okay? And here's how you tell. If I have a to the 3rd on top, it's saying there are 3 a's on top. That's what that means. A to the 8th means that there are 8 a's on the bottom. Are we okay with that concept? Okay? So now if you do some good old-fashioned just canceling it out, A, another A, another A, how many a's do we have left over down here? 5. So wherever you have more at, that's where the leftovers go. Okay? So when we subtracted and we said there are 5, or some of you said -5, which was fine, when you subtract, you put 5 and then you put the a's wherever you had more at. So I have more a's on the bottom because there are 8 on the bottom. So I'm going to have a to the 5th left over down there. Okay? So now if I kind of come back up here real quick, and let's just say look at number 2. We are subtracting 5 minus 1, but where were the leftovers at? Up on top. 8 and 3 on top. So if I wanted to put this over a 1, I could do that. So it's the same rule, it's just you didn't realize what we were doing yet. Okay? So subtract, and wherever you have more at, they go up on top or bottom, depending. Okay? All right, I want you to take a second and try number 6 on your own. See what you can come up with here on number 6.